Welcome back to another information-dense video at Let My Body Go. True health freedom, giving you more truth in 1 minute than an entire consultation or episode with your nutritionists and doctors and personal trainers and TV personalities. Let's move. Let's move faster. Let's exercise rigorously and make energy and build muscle and burn off fat cells. No, it ain't happening. Clearly. If exercise was effective at burning off fat cells, all the people I know who exercise like horses would be toothpicks. Instead, they cannot reach their ideal physique, their wanted physique, their natural ideal body weight, and me, who sits on my butt all day and eats like a horse, is a toothpick. Why is that? Obviously, there's more to the story than just move around and burn off energy to lose weight. Let's analyze what's going on when you exercise. Before you even move a muscle or lift a weight, the average person is in a nutritional deficiency. Your skeletal muscles don't have enough carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, and minerals for a sedentary lifestyle. And we think we're going to build muscle and make energy without enough nutrition for a sedentary lifestyle. We think we're going to go get through go exercise without proper nutrition. It doesn't work like that. The average person doesn't consume enough calories for a sedentary lifestyle. See, the average person needs 2,000 calories in a day for a sedentary lifestyle. 2,200 if you're a guy, 1,800 calories if you're a girl. Almost no one reaches those numbers. That number jumps 1,000 calories if you have an active lifestyle. So almost nobody consumes 3,000 calories. I'm sorry, but 99 out of 100 people in the world are not consuming 3,000 calories. So before you even move, you're in a nutritional deficiency. You don't have the carbs, the protein, the vitamins, and minerals, and electrolytes to get through an exercise. So, when you do go to exercise, your muscles can't flex properly. And therefore, your brain does not release leptin to tell your body to burn up the fat cells for energy because your body doesn't need them. Your body doesn't need the energy built up, stored up on your body because your muscles are in terrible condition. They're in catabolic mode instead of anabolic mode because we have such terrible diets. We don't eat nutrient-dense foods. We eat anemic foods, and little of them. It's hyperfattening, as you'll see. So, we get through this exercise and have robbed our body of what little critical nutrients we did have, robbed them from our internal organs, our hair, our skin, our immune system, etc. And on top of all that, we're left with the side effects of exercise, including but not limited to muscle imbalances, which are going to cause harm to your connective tissue and nerves and push your bones out of alignment. And that's going to cause migraines, headaches, back pain, hip pain, joint pain, every pain, hair loss. See Drew Brees, Barry Sanders, Michael Jordan, vision impairment, chronic dry eye, sinus pressures, all kinds of junk this silly exercise is going to cause you. So, all this exercise is hurting our bodies, and it's obviously not burning off all the extra fat cells. Some people will see a little weight loss when they exercise, but then they do hit a plateau. So, what's really going on? It's not that we're eating too many calories, obviously. It's what types of calories we're eating. I learned in middle school biology class that simple sugars are burned off by our bodies first, then carbohydrates, then fat cells. So we're burning up all this sugar and what little sugar and carbohydrates we get, and then we're left to burn off the fat. Well, with the hyperfattening foods that we eat and the livestock we feed them to, combined with the lack of enzymes to burn off, to metabolize all this fat, your body has no choice but to store up all this fat, all this hyperfattening omega-6 fat. It's this corn, this soy, and grain-fed chickens and cows and the nuts and the oils that come from these hyperfattening foods. So not only do we eat fattening foods, anemic foods, we then eat the oils which processed foods are laced with. And then we wonder why we can't slim down and tone up. You must send the calories that you do consume to your muscles, not your fat cells. Not with this stupid grilled chicken salad. Alright, when you eat the grilled chicken salad, you fuel your fat cells and starve your muscle cells. Or partially starve your muscle cells. There's three types of eaters. There's people who fuel their muscles, but they also fuel their fat cells. There's people who starve the fat cells and also starve the muscles in the process. And then there's people who fuel the muscles, and starve the fat cells. You need to be that last group. That last group is going to put you are not going to tone up and slim down eating these fattening, anemic foods. We all hear how olives and olive oil and soy and peanuts and nuts are all healthy and junk. And they all have some health benefits, but they're also hyperfattening foods. And then you make oils out of them, and you have concentrated fattening foods. And then you feed this hyperfattening omega-6 fatty acid laced food to livestock, and then the fat bioaccumulates in their system to where you're eating concentrated amounts of hyperfattening omega-6 fatty acid. This is why people swell up like balloons when they eat this junk. Alright, we're fueling our fat cells and starving or partially fueling our muscle cells. Now, you can have chickens and cows that are free range, labeled as free range, yet still be fed soy, corn, and grains. Alright, they can be put in a big pen out to pasture and still fed, the junk, these hyperfattening omega-6 fattening foods. You've got to be careful. You got to look for products that say 100% grass-fed cow products, or chickens that are 100% free range, which is very difficult to find. You're going to drive a long distance to find 100% free range chicken products. Chickens that aren't fed soy, corn, and grains. I don't care if they say organic or natural. It's not natural to force feed these animals corn, soy, and grains. It's not. It's not organic. There's nothing organic about it. It's not natural. It's not healthy. I know a chiropractor and his wife who had very active lifestyles. They worked out a lot. They traveled a lot. They also did what the herd mentality told them to do and ate a salad-based diet. But they could not slim down to their muscle. They always had this layer of fat they could not get rid of, even though they were good little students of mainstream wisdom and logic. It wasn't until they boosted their body's pH that they finally slimmed down to their desired physique and got muscular. So what's so great about pH? What's so great about having a more alkaline environment over a more neutral or acidic environment in your body, in blood? pH stands for potential hydrogen, or the power of hydrogen. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. It is energy. Hydrogen is necessary for cellular strength and energy, but it's actually difficult to get. You can't just drink any water around and expect to get hydrated to the proper pH. There are several sources of hydrogen, but the best source in the diet is carbohydrates. Hydrogen. Your brain alone needs 137 grams of carbs per day to function properly and get through the day. That's the equivalent of 2 medium white potatoes. That's nearly a full meal just to fuel your brain for a day. That's the equivalent of 28 cups of loaded salad, and that's an average. Your best source for hydrogen in the diet is going to be lightly cooked potatoes, not wheat products. You got to avoid all wheat products. Wheat products are an anemic GMO food. Potatoes, rice, and beans are going to be your go-to foods for carbs, primarily potatoes. So, sugar and carbs are not evil. Artificial sweeteners and hyperfattening foods and the livestock we feed them to are evil. And the severe lack of metabolizing nutrients to digest these hyperfattening foods is evil. So, you want your muscles in anabolic mode so that they can contract properly. You want the strength necessary for your brain to release leptin so that your body will burn off the excess fat cells. Get plenty of carbs. That's why you see so many people go or leave the military fatter than when they came in. These people are constantly pushing their skeletal muscles. They're constantly broken down, and they're eating garbage diets, and so that their bodies have no choice but to build fat and lose muscle. So to tone up and slim down and reach your natural ideal body weight, you need to fuel your muscles and starve fat cells. You need to get back. You do that. We do that by getting back to basics. You need to eat like they did 100 years ago. That's the core of the whole story, which is detailed in my book, Eat Clean, Look Clean, the Diet, Weight Control, and Nutrition Super Manual. I've spent 13 years organizing the Wild West of health and wellness. I know what works and I know what does not work. You need to eat 3 square meals per day, not the grilled chicken salad, not a protein shake for breakfast. You're not going to protein shake your way to a slim tone body. You're not going to supplement your way to a slim tone body. You are going to eat 3 square meals per day to get a toned slim body. You're going to eat clean carbs from potatoes, rice, and beans, clean protein from wild seafood and grass-fed beef and cheese and milk and whey protein powder. You're going to get your vitamins and minerals from organic fruits and vegetables, and your healthy fats from flax and wild seafood and grapeseed oil and pumpkin seed oil. Here and only here, and in my book, Eat Clean, Look Clean, the Weight Control and Nutrition Super Manual, will you learn all this. There are 7 factors that contribute to your natural ideal body weight. Only here will you learn them, and in my book. There's hormones. You got to balance your hormones. You got to get to more testosterone instead of an estrogen environment in your body. My book goes into all this, all 7 factors. Eat Clean, Look Clean, the Weight Control and Nutrition Super Manual, available on Amazon Kindle. Subscribe to this channel for more important videos upcoming. Follow me on Facebook, Let My Body Go, and Twitter at BodyMechanic7. You will not regret it. Tell your friends, share this video, like it, make it go viral, because the world needs to hear this information. There are too many suffering people out there in this wide world of misinformation and lies. You're not going to hear this truth from your personal trainers and your nutritionists and doctors. Only here are you going to learn the hardcore truth. Let my body go. Real health freedom. This is the Body Mechanic. Have a energy and positive filled day.